Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. I actually turned off the fan a few moments ago because in spite of what I'm wearing, I'm a little cold. So I realized that I forgot some things about my New Hope New Trip to New Hope. That'll be in the bloopers. So, but I want to go with my format. So right now it is approximately 9:43 p.m. and the current date is Monday, October 10th, 2016. It is the observance of Columbus Day in the United States of America. And I also wanted to mention, and I don't remember if I mentioned this in my previous video, which by the time you watch this one will have already been uploaded, but I feel a lot better than the video that I made 2 videos ago. It's still going to bother me when people don't do what they say they're going to do. That's not going to change. You know, I'm not going to think to myself, oh well, it's a Facebook event page, I shouldn't believe anybody's bullshit on that. I'm not going to automatically think that. I'm not going to think, oh well, it's somebody in my life who's going to be out of my life soon, and he or she didn't do what he or she said he or she was going to do, and I'll just get over it. That's not going to be my automatic response. My automatic response is going to be, I'm going to get upset, I'm going to get angry, and I'm going to think to myself, why the fuck am I wasting my precious and priceless time and energy on somebody who doesn't have the common decency to do what he or she said that he or she was going to do? That's going to be my immediate response. And if I'm at home and I'm really pissed off, I'll just throw something against the wall, and it might break, or it might not, and then I might clean it up, or I might let it stay there for a while. You know, it's a bone of contention for me. It really is. And you know, again, it's like I've met people that are amazing when it comes to honoring their word. So, I mean, I mentioned this previously in my immediate previous video, and you know, I participated in a seminar, and 2 of the participants agreed to participate in every session of that seminar, all 10 sessions, for no other reason because they gave their word. And then one day, one of the participants had a death in her family. Her mother died, so she and her husband went to the funeral, and then that same night, they were at the seminar because they said they were going to be there. So when somebody gives me some bullshit reason, or no reason at all, as to why he or she didn't do what he or she said he or she was going to do, I'm like, why does that bother me so much? And and believe it or not, I had forgotten about this until the previous video, and I'm like, oh, that's why it bothers me so much. Because somebody is doing this. They're playing small, you know, like so minuscule. And then it's like, you know, but anyway, that's, I want to talk about the things that I forgot to talk about in the previous video, which was supposed to be a shorter video. This one will be a shorter video. So, when I was at New Hope in Pennsylvania, Bucks County, Pennsylvania, on Saturday, October 1st, 2016, there was something that I had forgotten to mention that I had purchased at Mystical Times, and that was this. Now, I've always loved boxes. Boxes, for me, are like a big deal. I love boxes. I don't know why, you know, and I've really thought about it psychologically. I'm sure there are some reasons why I like boxes, because I get to put things in them, and then when I'm done with them, I can close them and keep them, like, secure. And I'm sure there are reasons why I don't like masks that are also psychologically insightful, but I'm not going to, that's a whole other video. That's a series of videos. But it was the only one. Some of y'all know this story before. It's like, oh, it's the only one. Of course it's there for Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch. So I love this box. I'm actually going to use this box for crystals. It's padded in the bottom. It's actually like a little felt thing, but I might like wrap up crystals in a cloth and put them in here. But I love the box. It feels right to put crystals in it. So that's there for that. Now, there's another store that I've walked by in New Hope. And this is the store. It's called Heart of the Home. This is the bag for it. Now, here's the interesting thing about the store. The merchandise is beautiful. And the prices are a bit up there, but given the quality of the merchandise and given how the merchandise is made, I totally get it. So, this was the first time in all the years that I've gone, well, let me rephrase that. In all the years that I've noticed this store, because I don't know if this store has been in existence for as long as I've been going to New Hope, if not longer. But there were 3 things in the store that I purchased. Not just 1, not just 2, but 3. So this is not metaphysically oriented merchandise per se, but it's merchandise that I happen to enjoy. So I happen to love honey. And of course, having such a close connection with Oshun, why, of course I love honey. So this is orange blossom honey, and it tastes really good. Yes, I've been rationing it. I've been rationing it because, there are places that I go to that just happen to be in Pennsylvania where I buy some really great honey, and, I've only started becoming more comfortable buying things online. I don't normally like to buy things online, especially things that I consume, like I eat or drink, because it's like I want to see it, I want to touch it, I want to taste it. So, but yeah, it's called Savannah Bee Company, and it was at this store. So that was that. And I'll put this down here. And then I purchased this. I've always wanted one of these things. I know, just a dip. And it really works well with the honey. And look at this beautiful design on, I hope you can see it. It's like and if you, I can't tell if you can, I can't tell if you can tell, but it's actually, I can see on the other side of it, like I can see the camera through this, and through this, and through this. But it's like, even though it's small, it's like you hold it up to the light, it's like, oh, I can see the light on the other side. I love this. And it's cherry wood. Cherry wood is really cool. Now this is a tad metaphysical, but mainly because of the crescent moon and stars design. So this is, it's called Moon Spoon. I didn't even notice that until now. Moon Spoon. Perfect for a moon magic witch. So you basically, what this, I don't even know what this is. It's cute and I loved it. And it had the crescent moon and the stars, and that was that. So if I'm not mistaken, one way to use this, I know I'm acting so silly right now, is, I can put, yes, okay. So I can put this on either side of the mug. I don't have a mug right now, but I have a cup, so I'll do it like this. I can put the herbs in here and then pour the water over it. That's one way to use it. I'm sure there's another way to use it. The other way to use it, yes, because I have a teapot that has a well in it that I can put just the herbs in it. So let's say that I want to make sure that none of the herbs go into my tea, so just in case, so I can pour the tea from that teapot in through this. And yes, so that's what this is. So this makes me really happy. I love things like this, and it just like rests like that. And then I can do this, and I don't know how to do that yet, and I'll figure that out. But yeah, these are the other things that I purchased. It's a really nice store. They have an upper level that has fine jewelry and things like that. It surprises me because, I would say that the last 3 to 4, let's say the last 4 years that I've gone to New Hope, the last 4 years that I've gone to New Hope, I've seen this store. Merchandise is beautiful. The customer service is fantastic. The prices are reasonable with most of their items. Some of them are a little bit high. It just depends on what it is, how it was made, where it was made, etc. But it was just like, I can't believe that I always walk in the store or walk by the store and never buy anything. And it's kind of like, well, yeah, some people would say, well, maybe the stuff doesn't interest you. Stuff interests me greatly. It's just that it doesn't draw me. And sometimes I feel guilty about that. I mean, I know it seems silly, but it's like, okay, I walk into a store, how come nothing is drawing me? How come I can walk into this store and it's like all this beautiful merchandise and I have more than enough money to buy it and I have a credit card and I have cash and I have this and that, but it's like I'm not buying anything. So I know it's an intuitive thing, but it still bothers me because, you know, I used to work in retail. I never worked for commission, but I used to work in retail, and I know that retail stores are important because, you know, you buy things in the stores, and they're good things. So yeah, so I'm going to keep this pretty short and sweet. I am looking forward to catching up on a lot of things. I'm looking forward to catching up on videos. I'm looking forward to catching up on deck reviews in my YouTube channel. I am also looking forward to catching up on WordPress blog posts on both This Is Who I Am and This Gay Man's Life. I am massively behind on both. I think part of it has to do with the fact that I've become especially busy with my professional psychic practice, and I've become even busier with my side position of employment, and as a result I have felt this need to veg more watching videos, and the vegging has become like, yeah, I'm not done watching videos yet. And now, for the first time in my entire life, my 46 years of chronological life on this planet, I am now hooked on a telenovela. Oh my goddess, it's insane. Because first of all, I haven't watched a daytime soap opera on a regular basis for more than a decade. Probably closer to 2 decades. That's number one. And number two, you know, a lot of television series are serial in nature, but I wouldn't call them primetime soap operas. Dynasty was a primetime soap opera. Dallas was a primetime soap opera. Falcon Crest was a primetime soap opera. How to Get Away with Murder is not a primetime soap opera. But there is a show that for a lot of people is like a primetime soap opera, and I'm going to say it's Empire, because not for nothing, but there are a lot of similarities between Empire and Dynasty for me. And some of y'all are like, what's Dynasty? And some of us are like, we know what Dynasty was and is and forever shall be, but that's another story. So yeah, I got hooked on it, and it's so, I mean, no disrespect to the actors and to the producers and to the writers, but even the title is cheesy. Yo no creo en los hombres, which literally translates as I don't believe in men. I mean, who the fuck would watch that? But guess what? People have been watching it. I'm watching it. I looked it up. I even looked it up on Wikipedia. I know, right? It debuted in September 2014, and it concluded in February 2015. Now, if you've never watched a telenovela, they're not like American soap operas where they keep going on and on and on and on and on. I still remember my now late maternal grandmother was shocked that Another World was still going on after 2 decades. She was like, why is it still going on? I said, it's an American thing. It's not like a telenovela in Latin American culture where it's like you watch it for a few months and then that's it. No, it's not like that. But yes, so I've already watched episode 6. I began watching it 2 days ago, or a day ago, something like that. No, I began watching it 2 days ago because one of my longtime clients gave me a $50 gift card for Hulu Plus, and I'm now watching the entire. And I definitely want to make sure that I watch the entire series because let's just say that Hulu has done some things lately, and I'm like, I don't like you anymore. But I'm tolerating Hulu Plus for the soap opera. But if I find the soap opera someplace else, I'm like, that's it. But that's again another story. So again, I feel better. I'm not as upset as I was when 4 people who said they were going to participate in my Divine Prosperity event at Catland were not there. 1 I've already been in contact with, so I'm certainly not upset with her anymore. The other 3, yeah. But I'll get over that. And yes, so I wanted to show you the other things that I purchased in New Hope. I love all these things that I showed you in this video, but I love the box the most. I've always loved boxes. That's something that somebody can give me and would make me very happy. I actually do not have that many boxes. I've had more over the years, but sometimes they get damaged, sometimes they get misplaced. So, but yes, my intention is to have more boxes. And I know that I'm going to receive more boxes over the next few weeks and months as years, because there are certain things that the Goddess has divinely guided me to start doing again, and there are some things that I am going to resume doing that I have not done in a long time. But again, I'm going to keep my promise and keep this as short and as sweet as possible. YouTube, thank you very much for honoring who I am and what I do. I wish all of you many blessings and a beautiful evening and a lovely and divinely prosperous week. And good night.